Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Tulsa head coach before the game, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential, he understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's teased. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Ball's on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
He'll bring it out. It's teased. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First carry of the season. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. That's caught. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Tulsa trying to pick up a fourth down conversion here. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Running inside, it's Jones. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Makes the catch. It's Green. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Snags it over the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tees. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Motion from the wide receiver. And they're not quite in rhythm there. Complete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking downfield is Hayes. Heaves it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Young. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Look out, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Oklahoma State, 21, Tulsa, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Davis. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Hayes. A little screen to the running back. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cowboys come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Fires to the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he got loose. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete on the left to Smith. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sweet cut there. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Got out of trouble and throws. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. He's going to run it. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a 2nd left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Tulsa will kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Finding an escape route. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hauls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Golden Hurricane lines up on 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires left side, it's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man, it's Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to Green. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Cowboys! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's
looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for room at the 40. Could be an alley. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tease. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Pulls it in, it's Callaway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Hayes. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. What's on the schedule for next week? Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On his way back from the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys
turning it on. Got enough for the first. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on finding some room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's got him. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Williams pulls it in. It's McKinney. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's McKinney. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's McKinney. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got a man, it's Ross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. 4th down, Williams. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Williams on the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Tease. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball's at the 22, 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Keeps it himself. Jukes his way for more. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Williams to throw. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's good.